Yeah, it was cool. It was good buzz. Obviously, I thought the West Indies come with a bit more intent today, so that first over got away a little bit on me, which was not ideal. But yeah, to get 3 in that second over was pretty big. But man, same thing. The whole series with them, you just know you got to keep taking them, otherwise they're going to hurt you at the back end. So luckily we got there before they did.
It's a roller coaster 2020, isn't it? Your first ball goes for 6. How do you sort of keep yourself up in those moments?
I reckon that's one thing experience has taught me. Like I play a lot of cricket now, and you just can't like ride the roller coaster. Man, you just got to do what's good for you. And I know my processes. I know what I'm trying to do with the ball, and I judge myself on my execution and not so much what happens after I let the ball go. Really, that's my ticket.
Speaking of execution, you chuckled on delivery, in particular, in swing into the Dharma. You talked about that in the lead up to this game. You must be chuffed to see that come off the match.
Definitely, I think the last couple of years probably my bowling to left-handers, maybe not quite as good to the right-handers, I guess, with my natural shape. So adding the away swinger to the left-hander, I guess, opens up a few more avenues. And even though that was a traditional normal one coming back in, I think, whether it planted seeded doubt or not, having those other ones in the locker, I think, certainly helps. But very, very happy to keep getting the lefties out.
Yeah, it must be a good feeling when you can just get like that, Jake.
Very much so. Very, very much so, yeah.
So where to from here for you now? I mean, what areas of your game are you working on?
We're constantly evolving, mate. Like I said, the away swinger for the West, we're certainly not locked into that yet. Need to pull a few out to the righty, but didn't really have to. Well, death stuff was a bit hit and miss this series, I guess you could say. So certainly with the cricket coming up in India potentially, and maybe a World Cup, I think that's going to be pretty important over there. So locking a few of those skills and smash my Yorkers again, and just keep growing, keep evolving day by day. Yeah.
A couple of records today, New Zealand cricket told me that your 50th wicket was actually, you were the joint quickest to that mark in terms of innings with Trent Bolt, so well on there, and you also got your 5th wicket bag, which, the sole holder of that.
Is it a stat nowadays, is it? 4th is? That's cool.
So, I mean, that's a good feeling, right? You're on the right track when you're taking your 4th for
Yeah. Definitely, mate. There was a period of time where I didn't think I'd be taking 1 wicket for New Zealand, so I guess to be here 50 later is very, very cool and satisfying. And I guess those grindy years early in my career where things didn't always go my way, I guess they're coming back to pay me a little bit now, which I'm really, really enjoying. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob was just in here, and he did send you away from the game for a period to work on your technique. In hindsight, what was that? Has that helped? Create the model that we see today.
Still single-handedly the best thing I ever did for my career. Not only did it sort of get me back on track, but it taught me a lot about how I need to function as a bowler. I guess technique's such a fluid thing, and day by day it's different, whether it's conditions or just how the body's feeling and stuff. And I guess what that process taught me was how to get back to my best, even when things aren't going so well. So, I'm using that on the daily. Part of my my mental routine is a lot of that stuff we sort of developed back then, and just understanding how my bowling action and what parts are important for my bowling action. Yeah.
I think back then you were falling over a bit. You were trying to add too much pace to your bowling, but it seems to come naturally for you. Your bowling anyway. So, how did that happen? You started off trying to bowl, but you actually fall away, and then your bowling how did that happen?
Yeah. There's a few things. I think over time, your action becomes stronger and you trust it a bit more, and that can stay as efficient as it can be with the energy behind it. I guess what was happening prior to that is I was trying to be all energy, and then my action turned to crap. Whereas now, I guess I can hold my strong action. I know what to do at a higher energy level. There's also actually a one-off series we had in Dubai. I 12th the whole thing. And Shane Jurgensen, the old bowling coach, was there, and he said, "Mate, try something for me." And he said, "Run on your toes." And so all of a sudden now I was just attacking the crease a little bit harder, a bit more fluent, a bit more natural, and momentum sort of carried me. So that also seemed to add 5Ks overnight, which wasn't the worst thing to happen. So yeah, I'm never going to be an express fast bowler, but if I'm shaping the ball, that's my number one. If I can do that mid to late 130s, touching the 140s, I think that's my onion.
How are you enjoying working with Rob as the BLACKCAPS coach? Obviously work with him at Otago. How are you enjoying having him around the international circuit?
Yeah, it's awesome. I loved our time here in Otago. He had 5 solid years where he helped grow my game so much. So I'm excited for like everyone else to, discover who he really is as a person, as a coach, and I think that's slowly happening now. I know the lads are really enjoying him, and yeah, it's exciting things to come, I reckon.
And just finally, just saying before, quintessential Dunedin day, a little bit cold, but fans all still came out and supported the guys, get 3 wickets in a row over 4, and your 50th T20, like, it's pretty much perfect, right?
Beautiful Dunedin day. I couldn't have scripted it better. Maybe slightly less wind, but yeah, awesome. Like Uni, it's not a huge ground, so it doesn't take too many people, but you pack the banks, and what a cool place, man. Like, such a cool ground to play cricket at. Cheers, Adrian. Thanks, mate.
Might see Vic and Taylor.